Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review with an achievement guide in the same video. In this video, we're covering Sanuga Attack. This game was developed by East Asia Soft Limited and published by them as well, and released on February 10th, 2021 for a price of $4.99. At the time of recording this video, it is on sale for $3.99, so hopefully it's still on sale when this comes out, and if you guys want to pick it up, you can save an extra 20%. So let's dive into the game. So Sanuga Attack, to be super brief and simple, is probably one of the easiest and most simply boring achievement completionist games so far for 2021. The game's going to take you probably 15 to 20 minutes, kind of depends on your skill-based level. You need to get through the first 12 levels and hit a total of 40 pool balls. Now, the way the game works is you basically just have to hit pool balls through checkpoints, and in doing so, that's how you kind of complete the levels. So you jump, and you have to hit these little buttons. You aim your pool balls and hit them with a pool cue, and you actually need to hit them, and you trigger these little buttons here up on the top right of the screen, and that's pretty much how you get through the levels. Some later levels are going to require you to do a little more, so you're going to have to hit a couple other targets, but outside of that, it's pretty much just rinse and repeat. If you do encounter a scenario where the ball is just way beyond your reach, you may need to kill yourself or wait for the ball to move. They almost always move. I don't think I've ever seen them be completely static. And you can kind of control like the speed and movement, but for the most part, you're just going to kind of have to trial and error almost every bit of the game. If the ball does get stuck up in the sky, like you can see here on screen, you can try to get it out, but most often you're just going to have to hit your way out of an exit. When you get into these levels that have the ball going in kind of an up, down, left, or right trajectory, I highly recommend that you try to get the markers that are, on the sides of the wall first, and then go for the ceiling markers second. It's going to make your life just a lot easier. As far as the game itself, there's not a lot to go off of. You're pretty much just rinse and repeating this exact same playstyle over and over until you get through the levels. You don't even have to beat every level in the game to get all the achievements. And for the most part, you're probably just going to spend a lot of your time either dying trying to hit the markers, or like the special buttons, or get the ball in a certain area, or you're going to, get frustrated enough and just quit. For me here, I'm getting stuck on this level probably way more than what I should be. But you can kind of control your power of your swing, or not swing, but pull cue to hit your buttons. But most of the time, you're just going to kind of hit the ball and just hope to get it in the right location. For certain levels, you're going to have to have a little more finesse and patience than others, but for the most part, they're all fairly simple and won't take you too much time at all. As far as the replayability, this game doesn't have any, let's be honest. You're just going to do the same thing over and over, and there's not much of a challenge to the game. Like, even levels like this where you just have to walk in, hit the balls up top, and then you're done, like, there's no real skill level. It's just fairly simple and straightforward. Most of the time, like even these levels where you have to just get the ball into a certain objective point, it's really ridiculous. Like there's nothing really here as far as like what the gameplay is. If I had to give this game any type of a rating, I'm probably gonna give the game maybe like a 2 out of 10. I think I'm being generous a little bit in that sense, giving it a 2 out of 10, because there's not really a lot of gameplay here. It would have been nice to maybe have, some actual connection to the game of pool, but there's not really a connection at all to the game of pool, outside of you're hitting balls with a cue stick. There's no challenge, there's no real anything that you have to stress over and try to work at. It's repetitive gameplay for under $5. If you guys do want to pick the game up, you can hit it up down in the description. If you do, links down there. If you want the easy completion, it's completely up to you. But yeah, I'd say that I'm just going to run through the rest of these levels. I might ramble on a little bit as you hear me talking, but for the most part, I'm just going to kind of do this over and over. Now, this is probably the most tricky puzzle in the whole game. You have to kind of walk through the door just in time as this ball goes between them, so you just have to time your walks. That's about it. It does control both doors, so keep that in mind. If you do get stuck on one end, you may need to restart the level. and you can just hit start and restart the level. You may need to hit play and go back and pick that specific level. Let's see if we can find it. What's the level 8? Nope, level 9. We'll complete level 8 again. It's gonna be faster than rebooting the game, let's be honest. So like I said, this one you just hit the ball and try to get through. You get the gist. We're gonna skip to level 10. So we can show you the other levels. These are honestly my favorite levels out of all of them because there's no skill and you can just get them done. You just gotta jump and hit your ball in. This one is a little more dependent as you need to hit the button as well. But it's not hard at all to not die. Completely ignore me. This is my 3rd time in a row running through these levels. But yeah, if you guys do get the 1000, give us a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions about the game, as always, hit us up in the comments. But yeah, if you do get stuck on this one here, you can just kind of keep hitting the ball. It'll start to nudge forward slowly. And we'll go off to level 12. This will be the very last level you need to complete, and then once you get this level done, this is probably the one of the more interesting levels if you're not used to playing pool. You need to actually jump the ball. To jump the ball, you just kind of hit it at an angle, and just keep trying over and over until you hit the button. Once you hit the 2 buttons, you can walk through the door, and you should have the full 1000. Nothing too overly complicated there. So like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you want to keep playing through all the levels, you are more than welcome to. You will already have the full 1000 though by the time you run through all of these. Nonetheless, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. As always, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time.